Alright everybody, in this video you're going to get to see exactly what I am doing with my throttle and my brake. As you can see from this camera right here, this is just like it is right now, 0% throttle, and when this line gets all the way over here, that is 100% throttle. So you're going to take a watch to see what I'm doing, and you get to see everything else, right? So stay tuned, I think you're going to enjoy the video. So first things first, this is only going to be mainly about higher speed cornering. That's what most people want to see what I'm doing, because obviously at a lower speed I may not even have to use the brakes whatsoever. I'm pretty much always covering the brakes like you see over here with my two fingers, just in case something happens I could brake right away. So I'm always going to be covering the brakes, but if I ride at an easy pace, at a slower pace, I won't even have to use the brakes at all. Maybe just rolling off the throttle, engine braking, maybe that's enough to slow me down. And if not, maybe I just downshift. And if that's not enough, maybe I just use a little bit of rear brake. So just to keep everything simple for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to be using the front brake, and it's mainly going to be about faster speed cornering where I actually need to use the brakes, and just to demonstrate trail braking as well. So it's all a big demonstration of throttle, brakes, etc. Just to clarify as well, I'm on my BMW R1250 GS. I live in San Diego. Obviously, as you can see right there, it is miles per hour. All of my videos have been, are, and will be in miles per hour. I have no idea why I keep on asking if it's in kilometers per hour. It's quite strange to me that I keep getting asked that, but no, miles per hour in everything I do. All right. So first, for the first couple corners right here, I'm just going to demonstrate what I mean by pace determines what you need to do, because at an easier pace I may not even have to use the brakes. So look at, I'm covering the brakes, right? But for this corner, right, if I just roll off the throttle, I'm at 0% throttle right now, okay, tip the bike over, crack open the throttle, just maintain my speed. As I come out of the corner, start to accelerate, and as you can see right there, full wide open throttle. So I roll off the throttle way early for the turn, stay 0 throttle, get back on the throttle, accelerate, off the throttle, 0%. I'm not touching the brakes. I just keep on 0%, 0%, 0%. Okay, right here, let's say I crack it open, I'm maintaining my speed, and I wait and I wait and I wait until I can see the exit and I can start to stand the bike up. Now I can accelerate out. So I didn't use the brakes at all, right? Because the pace is slower. Now if I were to try to do the same 2 or 3 corners right back there, but 30 miles per hour faster, well, only rolling off the throttle would not be enough to slow me down, so I would have to use a little bit of brakes. Now unless I wanted to brake in the straight line and be off the brake before I tip in, then I would start trail braking, right? A lot of people do that, and it slows down your overall riding. If you're trying to go at a quicker, fun pace, and you think you have to be off the brakes before the bike leans, that's maybe what they taught you in your beginner course, but that's some very basic stuff. You need to learn a whole lot more things. So again, I'm not even on the brakes, I just rolled off the throttle, get back on the throttle, accelerate. So I'm just demonstrating this right now at an easier pace before I start going faster. Now when I start going faster, I'm not going to be able to explain, because I don't know exactly what percentage of braking I'm using, but I'll kind of give you a general idea of how much of the brakes I actually feel like I'm using. And sometimes maybe it's only going to be 5-10%. Sometimes it'll be 40%. It all depends on how fast I'm going into the turn. You see what I'm saying? Alright, so just 0 throttle. Again, no brakes. Back on the throttle. And I can accelerate. So you get it, right? Slower pace, may not need the brakes at all. Faster pace, I'm probably going to need a little bit of brakes. So let's see the faster pace stuff. Roll off only. Maybe 5% brakes just to get it to tip. Off the brakes, back on throttle. Full throttle. 0% throttle, tad bit of brakes just to tip it in, back on the throttle. So you have to keep in mind, like right back there for that corner, did I really have to use the brakes? No. But it just makes the bikes easier to turn. When you get on the brakes, the suspension goes down, less rake and trail, loads the front tire, easier to turn. And even though my bike has the tally lever suspension, the weight still drops. I still load the front end, obviously. The weight has to go somewhere. But it's just not as dramatic as a bike with normal suspension. Anyway. I'd say I'm 5%, right? Trail off, crack open throttle, back on throttle. Full throttle. Kind of bumpy through here, slow it down, 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 crack it open, and here we go. So sometimes visual learning is better than me saying anything. So you can just kind of see what I'm doing with the brakes, when I release the brakes, how quickly I release the brakes, how quickly I get back on the throttle, when I get back on the throttle. So that's the main point of this video. It's not really what I'm saying, it's more about what you're seeing. No brakes, crack open throttle, wait. Okay, tighter turn, probably brakes about 40% at the most. Tip it in, trail off. Right there, go and rewind. I just rolled off the throttle just to tip it in, then I got right back on the throttle, just like right there. Right, roll off, let the bike tip, back on throttle. Again, so sometimes I need to brake, sometimes I don't. It's just what type of corner am I going through, how fast am I going through the corner, the type of grip that I have, what I feel like doing, if I'm riding fast, if I'm riding slow. Again, if I just go slower, if I just ride at an easier pace, so all of that right there, the fast-paced stuff, that's like, I don't know, 60% or so. Like, I'm not going balls to the wall. Just going at a quicker pace, a quicker, fun pace. But if I drop the pace to 40%, well, my God, I won't even have to touch the brakes at all. Why would I? Because I'm going so much slower. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. And hopefully you guys like the view of the camera right here. So 0% throttle all the way forward, and then obviously right here where I'm at right now is 50% throttle. Because a lot of people don't seem to understand the throttle doesn't have much movement. How much is it from right here, this first line, to from 0 throttle to wide open throttle? What is that, 1.5 inches? Maybe 2 inches? I don't know. It's not that far movement. So sometimes when I say I crack open the throttle just to maintain my speed, that's just an easy way to explain it. But when you actually look at my throttle hand of how much throttle I'm actually giving it, you're giving it quite a bit amount to maintain your speed. I just say crack it open, but you're actually giving it close to, I don't know, between like 30 and 40, 50, between 30 and 50% to actually maintain your speed. 5% brakes, tip, trail, just like I made in my other video, guys. If you remember, beat triple T. So brake, tip, trail, throttle, B triple T cornering. And if you look in the description below, I have new merchandise, limited time only, of B triple T cornering t-shirts. So once again, B triple T, brake, tip, trail, throttle. B triple T. Works all the time. And just to say as well, obviously, as you can see, my head is pretty much right behind the windscreen. I'm not moving my body at all. And if I do anything, it might be a little bit of upper body, but I'm not moving my butt. I'm not doing anything with my feet or my legs. Just sit here in my comfortable BMW. Tad bit of brakes, go through the corner, no big deal. Again, the point is to really watch what I'm doing with the throttle and the brakes. Seeing is believing sometimes. Maybe 20% brakes, tip, trail, throttle. A little bit more brakes, sharper turn, trail. So while I'm stuck behind this car, look at, I won't even cover the brake anymore. And if I'm riding around at this pace, dude, why do I have to brake? I don't need the brakes at all. Maybe I could just downshift, or I could just stay in the same gear the whole damn time. There's no point. Like, trail braking right now would be absolutely pointless. It would be completely irrelevant going at this slow of a pace. Because why would I need to slow down with the brakes, right? Just rolling off the throttle, I start slowing down. And I'm not even going fast in the beginning, right? I can almost probably keep it a steady throttle and not even do anything with the throttle. But so look at 38, 37 miles per hour, just steady throttle, real chill pace, easy does it. Don't even really have to roll off the throttle to tip the bike in, right? If I just keep a steady throttle, I can pretty much, here, look, I'll ride on cruise control, 42 miles per hour cruise control, not even touching anything, right? At a slow pace, I won't even need the throttle, I won't need anything. I just put it in cruise control and roll through the corners. But there's no way I could do this at faster speeds. There's no damn way. There's no way. Don't ever try that. But at a slower pace, may not even need the brakes, may not even need both hands, may not need anything. At a slow pace, I can stand up and ride one-handed. I'm the king of the world, right? Just, I pretty much just chill out and do whatever the hell I want to do at lower pace stuff. Slow speeds, that's when people are like, well, I never trail brake in my life. I'm like, yeah, you probably ride around at this pace everywhere. Well, I wouldn't either. Why would you need to? But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, what does it look like with my throttle and brake hand when I'm going faster? So once I get around this car, I'll show you what that looks like. It looks like they're gonna pull over. Sweet. Awesome. I don't know if they're pulling over because they saw me behind them, or they're pulling over just to pull over. Either way, the result is the same. Yay! The sun's coming out. Fun little section here. Tip, trail, throttle. Trail, tip, trail. Alright everyone, so hopefully this video provided a good visual about what I'm doing with the throttle and the brake for higher speed cornering. I have individual videos talking about trail braking, throttle control, body position, line selection, vision, everything you could think of individually, but this is kind of like a summarization video, if that makes any sense. But anyway, thanks for watching. Check out the description below. You can find links to my app. If you guys don't know, I have my own MotoJitsu app on the Apple Store and Google Play. 4 books on Amazon, merchandise, whole bunch of affiliate links with RevZilla and Liquid IV and Lee Parks Design, all kinds of stuff. So check out the description. If you have any questions, email me or message me on Instagram. All right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.